Yesterday was one of those rando holidays. There's a local yoku. This bloke's awesome. This bloke got his little veggie garden there. He's got another house and a wife somewhere in a different town. Cool dude, that one. Anyways, off to the Ginkgo bank. Yeah, I was planning on getting this box out yesterday morning, but it was one of those rando holidays. Sometimes they chuck in rando holidays on any Wednesday or Thursday or whatever. Anyways, Tuesday, just before noon. Yesterday was Umi no Hi, giving thanks to the sea for the bounty or something like that. And so I couldn't get that done. And therefore, I just off to the Ginkgo to get that sorted out right now. That's good. I realise I noticed I got a message from an eBayer, so I'll get back to the ranch, get that sorted out, upload a few things, making things happen. Anyways, Kino no Yolu last evening, it was like about 20 to midnight or something, and just for a laugh I was reading through Hungry Fat Chick's comment section, because that's one of the funniest comment sections on the internet. And I was reading and skipping through. There's haters, there's those that are concerned, there's those that are like, you go girl, and yeah, it's a mixed bag. Why do I watch it? Because I'm fascinated in just how some people want to live. Anyways, there was one woman there, and she's like saying she's made it to, I don't know, 380 pounds or something, and saying, oh, difficult, I can't do it, and this, that, and the other. And I was going to write, yeah, but she's saying that she wants to lose weight or something. And I'm like, oh, look, there's an answer. I'm like, I was about to write something like, just think about your diet, get serious thinking about your diet, and you're an adult now, you said you're 30, in your 30s, make adult decisions. And I was just about to, I was thinking, shit, am I going to go to the beach? I told myself I'm going to go for a light jog tonight. That was yesterday, and I was kind of slacking a bit. I was thinking, it's 20 to 12, fuck it, I won't go. And here I am, I'm like, well, how the hell can I write this if I won't go and do that? So I didn't end up writing anything, but I did. I go, righto. So I got up out of my chair, walked to the beach, and just had some circle work. Some young guys were down there firing off bottle rockets. You're not allowed to do down there. They're having a bloody great time. And so I was just doing some circle work. And they've got this chin up thing. Chin up. There's this thing you can climb up. And I was just doing a bit of that. It's really slippery, but I've climbed up it a few times. I figured I'll just go halfway and just hang off there for a while and make your back stretch and feel good. So yeah, I figured if I'm not going to get out there and do that, then how the hell can I write, hey, you should look at you. But anyways, my answer also is just go for a light jog. Nothing heavy, nothing hard, or just a nice light jog, Do a what's that the bloke's name, the shuffle, hang on, what's his name again? He's gone now. The Cliff Young shuffle. Just do that. Look up Cliff Young, do the Cliff Young shuffle. He won an 800-kilometer race at the age of 60 or something. So no shit, if you're listening, get out there and just do a nice easy. And I feel freaking great this morning. I feel fantastic. So there you go. Happens like this all the time. After a public holiday or whatever, or it's like a Friday afternoon, everyone's rushing in the bank thing. Some woman's shoving in all manner of coins in that bloody ATM machine. There's 4 machines, used to be 5, and then I'm standing there waiting for this machine to calculate all the coins, while she's off at another machine fucking shoving loads of coins in that freaking thing too. I'm thinking, why don't you just go to the counter? They'll sort all that shit out with their fancy pants machines. And here's this backed up line. God damn it. hey, I've got to have some gripe. Ex used to say I complain all the time. I got a lot to complain about. Just the slightest thing sets me off now. Right then, yeah, no shit, this bloke, right, Australian bloke, Cliff Young, he was like 60 years old, or he was in his 60s, and he ran the Sydney to Melbourne marathon. I've driven that around the coast, up the Hume, whatevers. Done a few, trained it. Yeah. God, Sydney's a shithole. Anyways, drug addicts. So that's my opinion on that one. Just look up Cliff Young and see his style. So all these blokes there, they're running along, they're jogging along, doing their thing, and old Cliffy there, no sleep, just shuffles along and shuffles along and shuffles along, and just keeps doing that for like 7 freaking days. And the bloke won it. And his all his life he grew up on this farm chasing sheep around. Maybe it was a flirtatious thing, I don't know. In fact, I saw him when I was driving on the Nullarbor, and he had his road crew with him going along, and he was jogging along. He was talking about jogging around Australia for some kind of donations or something, and some kind of charity or something, and he had to pull out due to injury, but he made it, you know, a long way into the Nullarbor fucking plain, mate. Yeah, there's an Australian champion right there. And so a lot of people are, oh, I can't do it. Just put the shit down and get it done. The rice field of contemplation. I had to stop and get these dealies out. There's all these little mini, at this time of year especially, these little mini bugs. Oi, there's who's that? Is that wife of Stalky? Possibly. Yeah, this time of year, these little mini bugs, there's plenty of these dragonflies. You don't want to go too quick, they'll whack you in the eye. Yeah, that's wife of Stalky, I think. So you get these things there because they get in your eyeballs and they freaking sting and shit, you know, being on the rig and all. But these days you have to, you will comply. You have 10 seconds to comply. You know, you got to do 30k on these rigs. Yeah, depending on the license thingy you got, the tag you got, you know. And this is just a standard tag, so I have to go real the bee. Oh, anyways, let's fire this rig up and get to the warehouse. It's like 5:30 in the, I don't know, 5:30 in the arvo. Not, oh, I didn't even bring my phone. Just left all that crap away. Right, yeah, all these dragonflies and all that. I was thinking, right, I could get down here and get some push-ups done. I'll push that weight up a bit later because I'm so bloated from I just chucked in so much chicken and vegetables, just kept pouring it in. I feel like a sloth. Oh, brains. God, I feel sluggish. A bit later on though, I'll go to the beach of contemplation and get some just low impact, just easy kind of jogging going on. Right, yeah, I feel if I get down and try to do some push-ups, because I did some weighty bullshit back at the ranch. I've got one of those, what do you call them, those curve, you know, those barbell, what do you call the curved ones again? What do you call the curved bars again? So whenever I watch something on the computer webs that pisses me off, I just go and grab the bar. Ooh, there's a lot out there that ticks me off. Okay, right, let's I'm gonna cruise past. I won't go because I've got to go be, so hopefully I won't disturb wife of Stalky. Alright, I'm gonna show some really cool stuff this very day. Okay, soldier on. Okay, Tuesday night. The Earl of Tabcam is actually the Earl of Tabcam the third, if I took in the fact that I had a Nexus 7 at one stage. Yeah, the Earl of Tabcam the third is telling me that, yeah, it's 6:30 now in the evening. Alright, apparently we might have some thunderstorms or something. Later on, we'll see. Whew, but we're pretty clear right now, so we'll get to rumble back on the hog later on. Now, what we have here, an absolute beauty. This has got a real nice song to this one. Let's see, it's weights and measures. I'm thinking this would actually, if I go via EMS, it would actually beat out the cost of the air freighter on this particular one. Not by much, but save a bit. Right. So it's 295 at its maximum diameter, 295 mil by 205 tall. So she's got some decent size to it, no cracks, beautiful. It's just in really good condition. And the song, why my. Right, let's get one of these dealies. Right, so there's no striker for it. Doesn't have kanji on this one, so I guess you could engrave it yourself and personalize it. So check this out. Hopefully that's coming out. Whoa. Excellent. So you only need the lightest of strike with it. Can hear that. Woo. Now it's going woo. My. You can even just use that. Woo. Beautiful song. The sound is a song of pure harmony. I came out with that line years ago, and someone on eBay, and there's like, I read he's listening to the sound is a song of pure harmony. I'm like, oi! Hey? Plagiarism. I'm not wrong. Okay, so that's that. Now, yeah, that's a beauty. So I'll EMS for this one. Weights and measures sometimes works out. The variations, the variables. Okay, now let's move on to this awesome Icho. Got it over here. This radalicious Icho shogi band right here. Shogi board. This is awesome. Look at the coloration of this thing. Right, let's get that done. I've been planning on doing that for ages. Just making a note of it for my records. Would be July 16th. There we are. Buddhist bell, July 16th. Place that right there. Right. Okay, now let's make some room for that. Alright, we can move that. I've listed that. Right, so we can start making some space here. Okay, I plan on utilizing the air freighter for this one. So if you're with Etsy, I'll need the freighter needs your phone number on the invoice. eBay Auto does that. yeah, this is a beauty. It's Icho. I'm going to just include this. This is just an old plastic box for the pieces, but the pieces themselves, they're old school. It's all complete. Often you get like an extra one here, one of these dealies, the pawns, if you will. Yeah, old school wood pieces. So it's quite warm, but still accentuated. That word. But yeah, it's quite worn, but still highly playable. It's beautiful playing surface. The coloration is just fantastic. So I'm going to get a picture of the bottom of it in a minute. So I figure I'll just show those, and we'll okay. King. Plonk those down there. This is a beautiful piece indeed. It's Icho. Can't believe I didn't shout that to the rafters. Look at this. What a beauty. Now this is all just the type of the wood. You always have anomalies with the wood itself. Sits beautifully. Fine, that sits real nice. It's a beautiful antique. Yeah, so that's sort of what you perceive as cracking. See, you got those lines all in here. That's just typical indicative of Icho wood. So yeah, I plan on utilizing the freighter, and generally I would sea freight something like this. Some people prefer to get something quicker, pay a bit more and get something quicker. Look at the lineage, the lineage. Wow. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'll get a picture of the base right now. Yeah, whoever gets this, I tell you, yeah, send along a picture or something. No obligation, as I always say, but yeah, seeing this in action, yeah, someone out there would be right to have this. Icho wood. Beautiful. I'll get around to showing some of this awesome. Wow, there's Icho right there. See, that's a go board. That's Icho right there. I think right in here I've got some. Yeah, look at that. Real deal shells in there. Some nice stuff laying about. To be laying about. Yeah. Right, and that's it, Joel. There. Got some real nice stuff. That one there and that one there, made by the same maker. Yes, I've got that written down of what it is. The Tunny fella told me what that kanji means. But anyways, right, back to it. Yeah, that's really something. So it deserves at least a pretty decent price. To get something like this made, you're looking at thousands. Yeah. All right. So the pieces included. There you go. That's in pretty good nick for Mozzie just came out. Pretty good nick, pretty good nick, mate. For its antiquity. Right, okay, let's move on to the next thing. I think I might be that or something else. Hang on. Okay, next up on the price is, right, this here. I've got a bunch of stuff here that this came from. Now, this stuff all in here is from a Buddhist temple. And it was being refurbished. Now, some of the things in here, I was able to determine that it was from the attack on Pearl Harbor. Was that August 41? I think here one of these pieces shows that it was made in, I think it was July of 41. Something like that. One of the pieces in here, I'll have to get around to showing all this. That could be it in there. Yeah, I think this might be Hold on. Let's go easy with this. Really old and beautiful stuff. Beautiful fabrics here. Yeah, this here. Look at this. In wartime, people would often go to temples and most especially shrines. From what I've seen thousands of photographs from wartime, and not just from the 40s either, from way beforehand. It's a Showa Jurokunen Shichigatsu. That's July of, let's see now, let's work this out again. 1926, 1936, 1942, go back 1 year for the first year of the Showa period. So that's July of 1941. So I can confirm that. Look at this. Imagine. So at that particular time, Japan had been fighting in China for many years, and then this was a serious historical time in Japanese history and world history. Now this is actually a print. Alright, now I believe that this would have been repairs, because there's some machining. I think that's machine. That it's not hand sewed, I don't think, unless it is, I don't know. So, but it is old. Don't want to step on all this stuff. It is old school cotton. So it's got some tear, like bits of, it's got no sort of attachments to it. Like tags, attachments to loops and all. So there's some tearing there, a bit of a mini hole there, a bit of, it's old school, but it's huge. We're looking at 147 centimeters by 96 centimeters. So I presume, because I've seen from years ago, at least from my experience, I found that there was a chest, and with all this beautiful kanji in it, and it was a ship's chest, and it had loads of flags, different designs, all that, and like this was just a treasure trove of stuff. This is when I had money years ago, and I found that at the Hakozaki Ginger Market, in fact, and it had a whole bunch of flags this size, and it was ship's flags, and from a ship that was based in China, and I think, from memory, I think it was like 33, 34, 35, something around that time, 1933, was it back then? When did they spark it off in Manchuria? I can't recall. But anyways, so possibly it's like the size of it, it's a ship's flag, something like that, and could be late war, because it's that's a print. You can tell by the outer of it. It's a print, but still, I think that someone out there is going, whoa, I want that. So I'm planning on. I did weights and measures a few days ago for a bunch of stuff. So air freighter for that. So it'll be very cheap to send due to size, compactability, and that's the case for that. What I might do is lay out these fabrics, and I plan to sea freight these. That's why I got that sorted out. There's actually about 8 kilos of fabrics from that Buddhist temple, so I figured I'd separate that and then have those. So let me do that now, and then I can get out of this cat under a hot tin roof. Whoa, God, it's warm in here. And then get back on the hog, get your motor running, because it's real nice out here right now. I wonder if Crowy and his mates are up there. Oh, there we go. A half moon going on. Stand out here for too long. The mosquitoes will come and get me. Alright. Before I go, I'll push that up another 10 times. I forgot to lay out my thingies to show how many times. I did that only twice so far. Sets. Oh, get some more sets in. Okay, now. Well, get another set in and then lay those out. Right. Right then, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to unfurl everything. So all this stuff was in the inner sanctum. The Buddhist temple was being refurbished, which is quite rare. And some of the stuff confirmed from early 40s, early 1940s. So at that time was very dire straits in Japan, so many a person would have prayed at that particular temple at that time. What I plan to do is, which god on the wings is that? What I plan to do, this is some clothing here. I saw some splotches, so some stuff sort of a bit mediocre. See, in the inner sanctum, some of this stuff, well, most of it, some of it's on the ground in front of bells. Some bells might be sitting on some things, or some beautiful things like that around the walls. So someone out there has their own meditation room, inner sanctum type of place. I think that it's got beautiful patterns in it. I mean, imagine the work someone made that. Just beautiful. Some stuff like that I think would be on a wall. Some of this real old beautiful stuff in here. So I'm not gonna show. Look at that. Won't be expensive. Some of this stuff's really old. The reason why I'm not gonna unfurl everything and go through it all again. Just gonna sell off cheap. I saw a silverfish in here. That stuff has always been, that's totally different stuff, so it's by far removed. But I figure what I'll do, I'll box it up right now. I'll put some tape up there and I'll box that up right now. So I'm planning on sea freighting that, yeah, I'll tape all that up. And yeah, so some of this stuff is be really lovely to have for some. I'll improve the folding on these prior to boxing it. And someone out there would have a, hopefully for someone who's got a real nice meditation kind of room, they can set it all up with this stuff, because this is the real deal. Alright, so that's that. Okay, right, let me get that sorted out, and then I'll probably do another quick set there. I've been doing other stuff back at the ranch, other raw stuff back at the ranch, so I don't have to do too much of that. Just a few sets. Okay. See, don't go real heavy. Don't try to be a hero like me. Don't try to be a hero, because if you do want to be a hero, or try to be a hero, have a look at gym fails and injuries. Have a look at a few of those videos, then you'll be like, maybe, yeah, the time spent in recuperation ain't worth it. Alright, so, oh my, okay, I'm thinking, right, next season or something, chucking out a whole bunch of those thingies for carrots and onions and all that sort of stuff. It'll just grow like wildfire. It does grow like wildfire anyway, so I could stretch that stretch there. There's a position over there. I can grow stuff over there. Got enough space to grow enough vegetables to keep me and someone else in shoes, in keep the gut. I'm sucking my gut in right now because it's bloated with so much chicken. Yeah. All right. Now, let me get this sorted out. figured I'd quickly mention that some of this stuff is clearly much older than the 1940s too. So yeah, just have faith. Some of this stuff is right, they've got, look at that, that's a family crest. Is that the Chrysanthemum? Is that right? There's some stuff, real deal antiquity here. So yeah, someone out there would be like, whoa. If you do buy it, and if you know you're the person that's going to set it up in a meditation room or something like that, love to see some pictures. No obligation, but love to see some pictures of it set up. Yeah, there's some Buddhist priest robes in here. This one here is that's a summertime robe right there. Nice, that. It's mini Obi thing. Can't forget that. Okay, so we're nearly there. Get that packed up. Right, let's get this taped up. Okay, so I've anti-silverfished the box. See, the handwriting is excellent. A refurbished Buddhist temple material. What we're going to do, we're going to go Raiders of the Lost Ark style, the last scene. The Ark of the Covenant. Gonna shove it in here somewhere until we try to find it again. Where are we gonna put it? How about up there? Righto, you're going up there. Yeah. Oh, you can go there. Yeah. Alright, you're going up there in the Ark of the Covenant, right next to the Ark of the Covenant. Beautiful bell that was a part of the, see the paint flecks here, that's through the ceremony. That's was from a real deal crypt, the keepers of the crypt. Yeah, that's some pretty amazing stuff around here. Alright. Okay. Yeah, you know, on the eBay feedback thing, I like to give feedback. I want to give feedback, and often with the feedback, with the eBay thing, every time I go to give feedback, you gotta go through all this. It says you gotta re-log in, or there's two-step verifications done. You gotta get there, and you go to do it, and then it all turns from English to Japanese, and all these things change. And like, why does it keep doing that? And I was over a bloke in a far off land. He said it took a long time to get here, but all those tools. There was a like this over here. I managed to get through all that convoluted stuff, and then I had to change all the settings back. I was able to contact put feedback. It was something like this. See this? I've got this one listed. It was sort of like that. A box of you'll see on my eBay feedback there if you like. He contacted me, said, man, you know, it took a long time to get here, but, you know, over the seas, and he's like, wow, yeah, I like that, you know, people, sea freight, yeah, it can be, Australia generally takes like 6 weeks, but they've got like a Australian postcode of 20 kilos, Gepu, maximum weight. I sent something to Australia this very day, in fact, this morning, but yeah, that thing there, that box was like 29 point something kilos or something, I can't remember. I've come close a few times over the years. So yeah, I really like to, you know, sort of give that feedback more, but just all the convoluted stuff you got to go through, it just really messes things up. But yeah, I'm glad to hear, you know, sometimes people will email me and stuff and say, hey man, I've got this stuff, thank you so much, you know. And so yeah, it's good to hear, you know, it's sort of being a part of that community, you know what I mean. That's alright. I'm shirking this, aren't I? Alright, you say one more time, and one more set, and then we'll get back on the highway to hell. Woo, got a bit of a clean. Boy, am I glad Looney Poos. I got these sunnies on. My. There was all these mini bugs and just belt me in the face, and I'm squinching up, got my mouth closed, and I'm squinching up my nose, and I'm thinking, whoa, this big honker, you know, actually some bird said to me, yeah, you can't say bird, get on TikTok, have a rager about it. She said to me years ago, she said, you know, a large nose, I think she should have just said big, you know, I wasn't being offended. Hey, it ain't that bad. A big nose is a sign of intelligence. Oh, there's wife of Storky. I don't think it's daughter of Storky unless they grow real quick. I just pulled my shades up and I can see these little these sting eye bugs. Whoa. I think the gods I remember that. In retrospect, I should have said, you know, she said, you know, it's a big nose is a sign of intelligence. In retrospect, I would have gone, nah, it's just a Scottish nose. It's just a Scottish nose. I've got Scot and Irish and English in me. Yeah, trace it back, mate. 500 years. The Lambies were part of the Lamont, and you know, it became Lambert and Lamb and Lambie with a Y and Lambie with an L-I. That's what I got. And 1,000 years ago, I don't know why I'm telling you this about, because of just the sting bugs. Hey, all trying to go up my nose, up my honker, and we were Vikings. Not exactly the biggest Viking, am I? I'm not the biggest Viking. Am I shirking this? Alright, I said to myself, no, because I didn't do much in the way of that one back there. So I'm going to have to get down, at least get 50 out. Pump out 50. What's that? Yes, drill sergeant! Okay, go on. When will I see you again? How's that song go? When will I see you? I don't even remember the song. I was looking at that stone. Well, these are 50 good ones. Right then, now, what we're going to do is head back to the ranch, upload this stuff. Tonight I'm going to go a nice little, just nice sort of easy, low impact jog. And I'm feeling all yoga-ish, you know, not ogre-ish. Yeah, starting to get some flexibility back. That's fantastic. Yes, get it done. On a side note, I'm thinking about Vikings and all. Hathor, Eddie Hall, eh? You know, a few years back they had a bit of a tiffy poos about, you know, Eddie lifted up 500 kilos and Hathor comes out, oh yeah, lifts up 501 kilos and Eddie's hacking into him, and they were discussing it. And two of the strongest men in the world, and Eddie's going, yeah, but you didn't do it in competition, you know, it looks like it was fake and this and that. I'm going to settle it. Righto, I'm going to come out, do it in competition and lift 502 kilos. I'll probably just do it with one arm. This one? No, I'll do it with this one. Lift up 502 kilos. Yes. Alright, now, to lay out the groundwork, give me $1 million up front, each of you. Alright, and I kind of pinky promise, I'm not crossing my fingers behind my back or nothing, that I might get around to doing that. So there you go, the ball's in your courts. Figured I'd go on the sort of longer route, light to light, but so you can do the pace, legal pace. Okay. Oh, it's nice to have that breeze. All those bugs, man, I swear I had this sting on my neck and I thought, shit, I feel like it must be a spider or something. All this way I'm just going nuts. Just think what Steve Irwin would do. Turns out it's just the strap of my bloody helmet. Think what Steve Irwin would do. It wouldn't bother him.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.